We finally come on to the final segment, which is Would You
Yes.
Rather?
Would you rather?
Signupgenius.com. I remembered that that URL this
But
time.
do you want to introduce it this time round? Because
Okay.
I introduce it every single round.
Let me try it. Okay. So we now go on to our final segment, which is called Would You Rather? This is where Rob draws up a list of Would You Rather questions, 1 from 100. No, 1 to 100. Okay, that's the first batch. From signupgenius.com. Rob calls out a number, and I give him a number from that list.
No,
and
I
then
don't call out a number. I say pick a number between
What is
one
wrong
and
with my brain? No spaces, Murray, man.
You get the idea anyway, right? Pick a number between 100, KB.
Okay.
And we will discuss the resulting would you rather question concealed within.
And we'll have to warn you guys, as we go further into this, probably we've said them before, so Rob has to keep his special eyes on it.
Don't say the same bloody numbers as you did before.
Okay, 19.
Yes. Okay, this is a good one. Would you rather read an awesome book or watch a good movie?
Good movie.
Good movie.
Yeah, I don't read.
Well, apart from my dad wrote a porno.
Yeah, but I listen to that.
How are you with reading? Are you like an easy kind of reader?
Yeah.
If you're on a train or a bus and you have a book with you, can you read it relatively straightforwardly?
I can read. I mean, I'm the kind of person that has to like very avidly visually depict something in my head.
I only ask because I struggle with reading. I don't know whether it's like an OCD thing or like, but I'm the sort of guy who when I read a book, I have to turn the same page about 4 or 5 times to make sure that there isn't like a page stuck together.
All right, yeah. Well, as for example, this is the book, Clash of Kings, that I'm going to do an example of. This is the first book that I had to pull off my shelf. Thinking of... I'll just read like a slight little extract. They were pale and cold, with black hands and black feet, and wounds that did not bleed. Yet when we took them back to Castle Black, they rose in the night and killed. One slew Sir Jeremy Riker, and the other came for me, which tells me that they remember some of what they knew when they lived, but there was no human mercy left in them. You got to picture with that. You got to picture the face. You got to picture the surroundings. You got to picture the expressions of the characters, and then you got to read it 5 more times just to make sure you got it right.
Yeah, I like reading. I don't really like reading fiction that much. I'm more of a non-fiction / autobiography kind of guy. I've got several on my shelf that I need to get through. I have I'm just looking at my bookshelf. I have Lemmy's autobiography to get through, White Line Fever.
Nice.
Which I still haven't read yet. I need to finish off The Death of WCW, which is probably the best book about wrestling out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed it when I first read. I think I'm more likely to finish a movie than a book.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the sort of guy to kind of read a passage, then put it away, and then never really return to it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with a movie, I can kind of go from beginning to end. But also with a book, I was reading Bob Mold's autobiography last year, which is a cracking read. Bob Mold, lead singer of Husker Du and Sugar, and now his own solo project. It was a really engaging read, and you're right. You do kind of, as you're reading it, you kind of visualize the images in your head.
Yeah,
and that's one of the joys of reading, is that you can kind of fill in the gaps yourself.
And the thing is with books, and I think one of the things that makes books generally better than the movie itself is when the book has more space and time to fill stuff in. Like, when you compare a Harry Potter book to the movie, there's so much stuff from the movie left out, and because of the limitations on character choices due to actors and budget and things like that, you're quite limited because the Weasleys could have possibly gone through all the makeup to make them look like actual Weasleys with freckles and things, but they weren't because they had to find actors.
Also, Dumbledore could have said, "Did you put the name in the Goblet of Fire?" calmly.
Yeah, I think they were doing a mic test at the time, so we had to speak louder.
This is the first challenge. You're gonna go off a dragon, and it's not gonna be a fucking hungry in the hotel. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
So, so how do you feel about adaptations in general, from like books to on screen? Because when I think when it's done like, I feel like Hollywood or the movie industry has to take certain liberties with books.
Yeah, I think, well, going back to what I was saying about the limitations, Game of Thrones had that as well, because in the first book, I remember when Jon first goes to Castle Black and those two watchmen are about to beat him up, Tyrion stops them, but in the book, Tyrion isn't there. Bear with me a sec. Can you just fill in, because I got someone at my door and I think it's my laptop for my new job.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, mate. So yeah, in terms of like I said, I'm not very good at reading. I just have to. I'm the sort of guy who flips the pages and then sort of has to go back and forth between each page. Movies. I was a film studies student. So I studied film at the University of Kent, where I met KB, and I work in the film industry as well. So I've seen plenty of movies in my time, some of which are more engaging and more palatable than others, shall we say. I think one of the advantages of reading a book, like we keep mentioning, is you can fill in the gaps yourself. You don't have to you don't have to be in a room full of other people when you're watching it. It can be less awkward if there's any awkward, if there's a sex scene in a book, for example, you're spared the awkwardness of going through it with your parents by your side if you're watching a film. But at the same time, I don't know, movies are movies, aren't they? They're made for our entertainment. That you get a huge buzz off a good movie. And if it's well acted, well directed, the scenery and sequences in it are very good. I remember last year when I saw, or maybe the year before, when I saw Dunkirk in the cinemas for the first time. Just the experience of that.
Oh, there we go.
Like one of the first times I ever cried in a movie for like several years. I was talking about Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. Right, okay. I haven't seen
I
it.
was saying about how movies can elicit such an emotional response out of you, whereas I don't know, maybe books you're a bit more sort of expected to get, I guess, rein yourself in a bit when you're reading a book.
If you can get your imagination good, then anything can happen.
I don't know. It really different. This is one of those instances, I think, in this question where it's really different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Katie's a very, very fast reader. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, when I don't know if you've ever watched Suits, but when they see a contract and just a millisecond later they go, "What the hell is this?" They can see everything that's on there, and you're just like, how is that even possible?
I know. No, I'm the total opposite. I have to be really. I would go back on several sentences in case I missed something. I'll go back on several pages in case I missed something from the book.
Absolutely.
So just in terms of, I think what it boils down to, even though I enjoy both for different reasons, what it boils down to is concentration span for me, and how much my my brain can take everything in. And for that reason, I would say movies. And I know it makes me sound biased because I'm in the movie industry and I have a degree in film studies, but is what it is.
Yeah,
what about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I'd say movies. If it's a good movie, absolutely. If it can be a good movie, maybe an actor can miss the mark, but again, still going to pick movies. In that sense.
All right then, we settled that. Let's do one more and then we'll call it a day.
Have you done 21?
21. Would you rather put a stop to war or end world hunger?
Oh, that is probably the biggest dilemma question we've had so far. Stop to war or end world hunger? I think ending world hunger is pretty much a war in itself.
Well, no, but what if you can just, like, with your fingers click, right, I've ended world hunger. There we go.
I would probably say... It depends on what the death toll is, because how much of a death toll is it going to be if a war is continuous? And is it going to be how many civilians are going to be caught in the crossfire? Whereas how many people die from world hunger every day? I think there is more of a
world hunger. I mean,
I think there is more of a what's the word? What's the word for death? Let's begin with C. there's more of a not a count, but you know what I mean. There's more of a death toll when it comes to people dying of hunger, and I think
This is a very cheerful subject, isn't it?
the Earth is a black hole. Everyone is going to die someday. You're going to die someday, Rob. Welcome,
Yes.
Rob, to your demise.
0 day is coming soon, in the words of Teenage Wrist.
Casualties, that's the one. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, casualties. Wow. I don't know if it's a casualty, world hunger. That's more like an emergency.
Well, world hunger, I don't know. It you know, it brings an interesting kind of debate, really. You know, it's like, are wars caused by world hunger? Is hunger caused by war? You know, it's I don't know. I feel like this question is a bit too heavy for me to answer, really. But I guess I would rather, you know, if we don't have war, right, then borders, you know, no people. I don't know, like, you know, people need something to kick against, really. I don't know. I think this question is too heavy. Should we choose another one?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
This is the inconclusive one. The first inconclusive.
Yeah, the first one we've kind
question.
of abandoned because it's a bit too heavy a subject matter. So anyway, next one.
Yeah.
Let's make this a fun one.
All right. 22.
Would you rather spend the night in a luxury hotel room or camping surrounded by beautiful scenery?
Oh.
Well, we've done camping before together, haven't we? At Download, scenery not so beautiful.
Yeah,
really.
and a download is camping in a bog. On the worst day, so it's very situational with download. You could have the great view of the tracks, or you could lie, drop your hot dog, and then pick it back up.
Yeah.
After wiping it.
This actually this is a good segue into me saying that I'm probably not going to be here for a lot of next week because I'm actually going away to for my mum's birthday, and we're going to stay in a big tree house in the country with a hot tub by a big lake.
Oh, lovely.
So you know, I'm very much looking forward to that for that reason, because the location is going to hopefully look stunning.
Are you going to be away next Saturday? I can't remember if you said.
I don't know, but I'll keep you posted.
All right.
But I just don't. I'm probably not going to be here during the week.
Because if that does happen and you can't show up, maybe I can get someone like Tom or something to fill in.
Get a guest in. Maybe get Tom or get Dan. Yeah, that'd be great.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, like I said, me and KB have both camped at various festivals in the past. When the weather's good, the scenery is beautiful. I seem to recall that there was one night, and it's still my Twitter cover photo. When it was 2018 Download, and the sky, like, it had this beautiful radiant kind of pink look, and just seeing all the tents and all the lights up, you know, all the fairy lights hanging up by these poles with that sky in the background. It was really, I never felt better, really.
Yeah, I think even in a luxury hotel, you're still limited to what they've got. I mean,
you have to deal with the hotel bloody Wi-Fi, probably.
Possibly, yeah.
Terrible room service.
And the really expensive room
there's something
service.
kind of pure. In my mind, there's something quite pure about camping. You know?
Like it's the world's your oyster with camping as well.
Yeah, as much as we like to complain about camping conditions at Download, and I feel like it's a huge part of the like a bonding part of the experience, and it's such a good laugh when you're all camping together and you're all sitting, you know, next to whatever, you know, under a gazebo and having a laugh and drinking. You know, there's something quite, you know, it's something that everyone should do in their lifetime, I feel, camping.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
So Greg is saying that old quiet camp at Bloodstock with the river around the back with the sunset barbecue going, sheer perfection. I really want to go to Bloodstock next year. Yeah,
I'm really thinking if I really need to get an insider look on where the showers are at Download if I'm going, because like the fact was we always go to Blue Camp, but everything was further away when we were at Blue Camp last time, whereas usually it's closer. So I don't know. It's
Well, if next year's download does go ahead, I'm definitely going, and We're probably thinking about doing a Camp Mosh squad for Mosh Talks.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Where we're going to put it,
yeah. I would I would look at going with Katie because she said she wanted to go, so she'll be part of the Moss squad. Who knows?
Nice. Michael is saying that he's going to go to 2,000 Trees next year, and he's booked the tickets.
Ooh.
I've never been to 2,000 Trees.
What's it like? What's it like? The scenery and stuff of 2,000 Trees.
It's in Gloucestershire, I believe, around that way, sort of near Bristol.
Ah, so that's quite close to me then. And they usually they started having like more exciting lineups and things. Like they had While She Sleeps, was it the year before last or something like that, or even last year?
Yeah. It's good. They kind of put emphasis on really new bands,
Yeah.
particularly new British bands. So Puppy play there a lot. Couldn't tell you what the lineup is for next year. I'm gonna have to see if I can get it up.
I can see. Oh no, just fuck off, Viagogo.
Yeah, we're gonna do a kind of impromptu 2,000 Trees lineup discussion, seeing as you brought that up. Here we go. So we've got Jimmy World and Thrice headlining at the moment, and Thrice are playing Vaisu in its entirety.
I do like Thrice. They're a band.
They're an underrated band. I feel like
yeah.
I need to get into them a bit more.
Absolutely.
Or we've also got Creeper, the Amazons, Dinosaur Pileup, who I absolutely adore. And I was going to see them this year, Dinosaur Pileup, at their biggest gig up to this point in Kentish Town Forum with Dune Rats supporting. That was going to be a gig. The Menzingers, who I really love. The Get Up Kids, who I've heard about, but I can't really tell you that much about them. Young Guns, Boston. Young Guns are still going.
I know. I was surprised about that. I can see Crossface on here as well. They're good.
Boston Manor, Dream State, Laura Jane Grace, Knocked Loose.
No Devotion. Do you know who those are?
I know who those are. Yeah. Stray from the Path, nice. Anti-Flag, nice. Who is that?
Royal
Republic.
Crossfaith.
That's Crossfaith.
Yeah.
I was struggling to read the logo. Stick to Your Guns. I always get mixed up between Stick to Your Guns and Stray from the Path because they play similar type of music and they both kind of have that four word kind of beginning with S type deal.
That you've got Higher Power and right next to them are Loathe.
I absolutely love Higher Power and I love Loathe.
And Foxjaw as well.
Please. Foxjaw, one of the best albums of this year for me. Foxjaw, that album, which the name escapes me, and I'm stalling until I can find it. It's called Royal Swan. Very, very good album. Joy Formidable, Kneecap, Will Varley, Rome, 100th, No Devotion, Royal Republic. You like Royal Republic, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Beans on Toast, who my mates have supported in the past.
What's that? Beans on Toast?
Beans on Toast. It's one bloke with an acoustic guitar, right?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mosh Talks. This is your host, Beans on Toast.
It's actually Wonky Steve's pseudonym.
Oh, bloody hell, mate. I can't believe that part of Palaver that you're talking about right there.
Yeah, no, he clearly is Wonky Steve's pseudonym because Greg has confirmed that by saying he's got a song about doing Mandy at a festival. So there we go.
Well, Agony Albert's just going to stay in a corner again.
Yeah.
While this all blows over.
D's Nuts, who I actually really like. They're a good rapcore kind of band.
D's
Australian
Nuts.
rapcore.
Here, got him.
Yeah. Got him.
Got him.
Black Peaks, who I adore as well. I can see why you went to this, Michael. This is a good lineup.
Yeah.
Ginger Wildheart, the one and only Ginger Wildheart.
Svalbard.
I love Svalbard.
Love Svalbard.
Their album this year was fantastic. Are they on this? I can't see them on this.
They're down somewhere. Just do Control F, I think. Yeah, just do Control F and then find them. That's what I do.
Well, this bloody prompt comes up that keeps.
Yeah, just click away from it. I was getting annoyed at that.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. Well, if they are there, brilliant. World is a Beautiful Place, and I'm No Longer Afraid to Die. That's a band I need to check out actually because they're kind of in the shoegaze, ethereal camp.
Let's hope their lineup is longer than their name.
Yes. Nova Twins, who are fantastic. Again, their album this year is in my. I would say it's in my. Where did it end up? Nova Twins, Nova Twins, Nova Twins. It's definitely up there in my albums of the. Here we go. It's just inside my top 40. It's very, very good. Ladybird, not a fan. They're a bit obnoxious, in my opinion. They've got that kind of overly British way of singing, like this, like idols, you know.
Douche.
No.
Skadoosh.
Come on, the hell pull it off.
Douche.
Sorry, kick me from the Xbox Live chat
goes
if you want.
Puppy, my boys, obviously. I'm gonna have to see them. Bob Villan. I've heard good things about Bob Villan, but I've never.
Is he
really
somebody's
checked out his
son?
Vukovi, who are decent, and Chapter and Verse.
Yeah,
so it's solid lineup. I might consider going actually.
Yeah, I might look at that as well. So I might show it to Katrina.